Everyone, it's Jonna, the preppy crafty girl, and welcome replay viewers. Tonight I just decided I was gonna turn on the camera. I'm working on making a bookmark for my February journal. I made this TN, gosh, I don't even know what year it was that I made this TN, but anyway, I just love Charlie Brown, one of my favorite illustrators. Charles Schultz just is a genius, and I just love all his characters. And so I thought, well, I found this in my stash, and at one point, I guess I was working, I was going to work on it because there's all kinds of stuff just stuck in here for like, oh my gosh, look how cute. I don't know if that's Chip or Dale. And I even crocheted a little heart. So I don't even think look, oh my gosh, how cute is that? I never even worked in this. I don't think. Nope, I just kept putting stuff in it and then never. This is wrapping paper I have. So this is some kind of bag. Oh, that's from Panera cookie sack, I guess, or something, bakery sack or something. Heart cake, koala, knockout donuts. Oh yes, I went to Renninger's. Every time I went to Renninger's, I had to have their donuts. So it's a huge, if you've never been to Renninger's in Mount Dora, Florida, oh my goodness, it's a huge outdoor 4-acre flea market. Antique, they have an antique extravaganza a couple of times a year. I think the last one's in February. Oh, so cute. Oh my goodness, look at Snoopy and Woodstock. So this is definitely Traveler's Notebook style. I just slid it in under the elastic. And like I said, I just was tucking in things. So I haven't even used it. So anyway, I thought I would pull it out. That's from 1965. I'm laughing if Carrie, not Carrie the paper monkey, but if Carol sees this, I saved these too, but I thought this was cute because it was the Cheerful card company. So anyway, this is a quick flip through just because I haven't looked at it. That's Maggie Holmes paper. And I did a pen loop in there, and I made some pom-poms. So what I'm going to do is and I even made a bag for it. Like, I don't know what year that's from. It had to have been before 2021, because I moved in 2021. Yeah. So before that, definitely, because it was in my stuff. But tonight, what I want to make is I want to make a bookmark. And I know a lot of people do these out there on YouTube, but I just thought I'd turn on I was actually pulling some trims from the other night and from when we made the little banners. And they were on the table, I thought, you know what? And then I found my TN. I was like, I don't have a bookmark in here or anything dangling off of it. So I thought, well, when I started pulling these, I thought, I need to turn the camera on. Maybe somebody wants to join me. Hi, Jersey Gypsy. Welcome. I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. Nice to meet you. My name is Jonna. Anyway, if you want to make one with me, I just pulled some things that I can tie onto some string. Like I said, a lot of people make these, lots of videos on how to do it. And but anyway, I just thought, well, I'm sitting here and maybe someone would want to craft along. I know, I love peanuts. I just love peanuts. So, and then I found this in a dictionary that I had. It's so cute. Remember, she always called Peppermint Patty, always called them Chuck. Love it. Anyway, and then I had a game. It was like a memory game. And here's Sally. I thought she was so cute in her little cheerleader pink pom poms. So, okay, what I need to find is my little drill. So I can drill some holes and punch some holes if I need to. I don't think I have anything that I'd necessarily need to. I don't have anything I need to drill a hole in. So that's, do I? I don't. Everything I have has holes. Yay. Okay. So I don't need this thing. Oh, you're still learning junk journaling. Okay. This is called a vise, hand vise pin drill, hand vise, hand pin, pin vise drill. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. Something like that. Let me, and it's in a foreign language on here, so I just got it off Amazon. If you go on Amazon, do a search for resin drills, it'll pop up because people use this when they make resin jewelry. And I just am using the little piece. So all you do is, it's just like a regular drill. I don't know if you've ever used a drill before, but this opens and closes. And so you just put the little drill bit in the hole, and then you're gonna make sure the drill is sitting out, and then you're just going to tighten it and it clamps down on there. And then the cool thing about this is, and there's, I think this comes off. Does that come off? I thought it came off so you can store your, but I might be mistaken with a different one. But anyway, the cool thing about it is, let me see, I can show you. And you want to put it on like a self-healing mat or something like that. You don't want to drill into your table. But all you have to do is hold the bottom. There's like a little grip here. And then you're going to just like twist it. That's it. You just take it. You don't even have to put it down if you don't want to, but watch your fingers if you're going to do this. And then it drills the hole. So I put mine in the middle of my palm, and then there's a grip right here too. Some people hold that grip, but it twists. So, but if you hold, and then that's it. And then to back it out, you just reverse twisting it. So, and that'll give you a little hole. I don't know if you can see the hole there, but that is what that is. So what you're going to need, except you don't need this because you can just use a hole punch, which I have. Like, I've got the big chomper out right now, so I think that's what I'm going to use. And I have it on the 1/8 of an inch, which is the small one. And you just put it under there. But you can use any size hole punch. And then squeeze it, and it punches it. And that gives me a nice hole. So that goes through chipboard. It's nice. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, so yeah, because there's no directions that come with it. They do have different size bits. So for this one, I could have used this. If I didn't have a hole punch, I could have used it and just used the largest drill bit. But it's great for like drilling through, like I said, resin. If you buy any of the little resin pieces and they don't have holes in them and you don't want to add a bail to the back of it, like that flat back that has the loop, like for jewelry, then this is a great little device right here. And I want to say the whole kit was like $15, if that. Yeah, somewhere around there. You'll see them on there. They run around $10 to $15. Okay, next. This is just string I found at Michael's. and it's over in the children's jewelry making section, and it's a nice strong string. I like using this because it has a coating on it, so it's better than using embroidery floss. But if you have embroidery floss, you can use that also. They have huge kits of these. They come in all different colors. They're very inexpensive, extremely inexpensive, and like a couple of dollars for a roll, and you get a ton of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make these really long because you can always go back in and cut it. So I'm going to make mine probably about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to probably make mine about 6 because as you start to tie your stuff on, it will get smaller and smaller. So I'm going to make 2 red and then do a pink. Yeah, it's a pretty handy tool. You don't necessarily need it. I used a small Dremel tool for the longest time. Which was by Wood Hollow, I think. Walnut Hollow, something like that. You can get it at craft stores. Are you in the US? Dropped one. And I want to let you know too, if I don't answer you right away, it's because there is a lag. I'm using StreamYard, and whenever I stream from here to YouTube, you get a lag, unfortunately, in the chat. I think I'm going to do 4. I used to use, when I made these, I used embroidery floss, but I found that I had a hard time with the embroidery floss, getting it in some of the beads. And then the waxed ones, I didn't really care for too much. They were a little stiff for dangles. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all the loops, super easy, and I'm going to put it through my, I chose a really large paper clip because I want to make like a little bow at the top, and a little small paper clip wouldn't work. But you can just, if you're not going to do this, do it on a small one, if you have a small one, and just practice. So I pulled it through, and then I'm just going to tie a knot because that will keep it all kind of in place at the top. Like that. Oh, you're in Texas. Okay. The only reason why I wasn't going to mention stores if you didn't have them, if you were out of country, then me mentioning stores, that would not be good. All right. Or helpful. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one and I'm going to make a knot on the top as I'm working. Have you ever made one of these? Because that'll keep it from going up to the knot. See, some of the beads have a smaller hole. That's why it's easy with this string. And then I'm just going to knot it at the bottom. And I leave a little bit of space, but not too much space. So I don't know if you can see that. And that kind of holds that bead in place from them all sliding down to the bottom. Put a button on here. I've got some vintage buttons. If my friend Dee Dee was in here, I'd have to say button, because every time I hear the button word, I always think of her. She is on YouTube. She is Dee Dee Willingham. She is a phenomenal, you know what? I don't like that. It's too close to the size of what's already on there. How about the bow? No, that's almost that same size too. So I have like a little, I could do this one. She's a phenomenal artist. I think I need to do a double knot. These look kind of big. Now I will do the, I thought I had smaller red buttons. I guess I don't. Also, when it starts to get a little wonky there, just trim it off. That's another reason why I like to make mine a little bit longer. And I think I'm going to come down a little bit farther than I did on that other one. So, whoop, what did I just do? Oh, so I'm going to knot it. That's right, because I'm going to come down. So that's what that's going to look like. And then I will work on the next one. Usually when I get about 3 on there, I mean, I'll add more to it, but I want to see where I'm sitting, and I don't do them all side by side. So I'll drop one down to here on this next one where there's that space. And on buttons, I just go up and through. Paper trails. Oh, is it feeding and jumping and repeating? Oh no, what? That's terrible. I hope it's not me. Tell me if you have a Jersey Gypsy, if you, okay, is Jersey Gypsy still here? If you, tell me if you have it. If you have it, I'll log out and then I'll come back in. Or I can, you know what I can do? I can log in on my phone. Hold 1 second. I'm going to log in on my phone real quick and see if it is on. If it's doing it. Whoops. Doing it to me right here. Live. You. View my channel. All right. I'm going to turn me way down though. Let me see. It is appearing like it's okay. Wow, there is a long lag, that's for sure. Which is a little weird when I have to, if I'm watching it on my phone and on my screen. It's kind of weird. But mine's not jumping around. So maybe you need to refresh. Sure, no problem. Well, that would be horrible if I'm sitting in here and I'm doing this and then that's happening, right? Let's put Sally on here. Is it working now? Yes. Sometimes you have to refresh. Oh my goodness. It was so cold here the last 2 nights, and I had to call and have the air conditioning people that installed I got a new unit and it has a heat pump in it. So I had to call them to have them come out because when I woke up yesterday morning, it was so cold in the house, but the air was blowing on the air conditioner, or I mean on the heater, but it wasn't registering. It was super cold. And so anyway, they came out, they checked it, and come to find out, nobody installed the heat kit. I was like, what? So for 2 days in the coldest temperatures that we've ever had here, record cold temperatures, I didn't have any heat. Fortunately, I have an electric blanket and I have a little small heater for my camper. So I went and I got that out and I put that in my room last night. Yes. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, how do you forget that? That's kind of important, isn't it? Like, oh, I did have smaller things. Oh, goodness. And so I talked to the guy and he didn't install it. And he said sometimes if they don't have them in, they'll go ahead and install them and then they'll come back out and they'll put the heat pump in. Oh, man, the temperature, it got down to 12 here last night. And that's cold for here. I live in the South. And anyway, I was just like, ah, I'm sure you weren't the one that did it. Uh-huh. I think I gotta put another knot there. Yes, I was extremely happy I had that. Oh my goodness. You were -7 this morning? That's crazy. Paper trails for me. Do you have a YouTube channel? I need some new YouTube channels to watch. Oh, you do? Cool. All right. I will look for you when I'm done. I'm assuming you do like paper crafting, no? Yes. Okay. Oh, I'm the worst. I've got 3 videos sitting on my phone right now. I'm and I went to school for film and TV, and I know how to, oh, junk journals and more. Cool. All right. And I know how to edit. So like quickly. Uh but I guess because I do so much of it, I don't want to do my own. Plus, I can't stand listening to myself, so that's a problem. Because when you edit, you have to. So I just do really quick versions. I'm not fancy. I don't do all the. I don't. I mean, I could. I could make it all look professional if I wanted to, but yeah. I gotta make sure I don't do this too much longer than my journal. I think I just did. It's my journal right here. I put that in up there. Yeah, I think that one's probably too long. This last one, but I want to leave that on because I think that's gonna hold. Yes, it definitely is a process. You don't like listening to yourself? It was really cute. There was a girl in here the other night. She left me a message, and she goes, "You sound like Kelly Clarkson." I'm like, okay, wow, that's nice. I wish I could sing like her. It's probably just because I live in the South. Kelly Clarkson's from the South. Maybe I need to hang that one lower. Let's do a little bead at the top, or like down here. I know, isn't that sweet? The funny part is I didn't go back to listen to myself. Did I say bless your heart? Yeah, I should have, huh? Bless your heart. I'm trying not to pick up the Southern accent because I lived in Florida for 40 years, and we don't really, true Floridians, they really don't have a Southern accent. Yeah, exactly. I don't think. But then I moved to a super Southern. In fact, my friend was like, if you come back with a Southern accent, I'm never going to talk to you again. Don't pick it up. I tend to pick up accents fairly quickly. I lived in Australia for a few, and when I came back, people were like, "You sound like you have an Australian accent." And I was like, "What?" I didn't think so. Except then I noticed it did kind of trail up at the end a little bit, but it's gone now. Okay, let's see. Is anybody crafting tonight? Doing any kind of crafting of any sort? Oh, so I live on a lake, and we had ice. We actually had ice on the lake. I couldn't believe it. That was pretty cool. Of course, you couldn't walk on it. It wasn't that thick. It was just a thin layer. But still, I thought that was kind of neat. I didn't realize that we would get that on the lake because even though I lived here for a while, I was having an issue. I didn't have a house to live in here. Out here, I was having to build, which was a whole process in itself. If anyone's ever built a home before. So you're just trying to stay warm. I got that. Well, okay, so what's interesting is when they put the AC in here. Oh, by the way, this is from the Dollar Tree. Oh, I don't even know how many. No, this I think it's from the Dollar Spot at Target. I don't even know how many years ago, but when the Dollar Spot at Target, if they ever have, it was like a wine marker, a wine glass marker. And sometimes they'll carry them for $1, and they have really cute wine glass markers. And I just take the round circle thing that goes to the wine glass off, and then I use because you can get them like 80% off after. They usually take all the dollar spot. I don't even know if it's called the Dollar Spot anymore, but I haven't. Excuse me, I haven't shopped at Target in forever. But on the back wall, they move all their stuff back there to the clearance section. All right, let's see how that's going. It's going. And then that was me last night. Last night, oh my goodness, I was holed up in my bedroom. I didn't, and this morning, because they didn't come till uh, they were here like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And okay, wait, I wanna. Can I do this, or do I have to take this off and do that on? They didn't come till almost 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I just stayed in my flannel pajamas as long as I could and stayed under my heated blanket. And then I took the heater and put it in my bathroom to heat the bathroom up so I could shower. And then I moved it back out into the bedroom so I could get dressed for when they came. Oh, thank you. Uh, and yeah, so that's the last 2 days for me. That's what I did. Isn't that a weird shaped button? It's weird shaped. I go through both holes on a button. Okay, so because I have some new people in here, yes, we got snow yesterday. Sure did. But not as much as we got last week. Last week we got, I think, 8 inches, 10 inches, somewhere in there. Um, but I watched the whole first season of Heart of Dixie, which I'd never seen before. I mean, it's okay. It started out really cute, but then it got a little racy in there. I don't know. I hate when shows do that when they start out fun and cute, and then they get, I don't know, I guess they feel like they can pull in viewers that way. I have no idea. But I just fast forward through those scenes. Yeah, but I never watched that series either. I don't know what year it came out. She's super cute though. What's her name? No, I have not. So don't give me any spoilers because I need to. I need to. I don't have Netflix, so I've got to get Netflix for a month in order to binge watch it. But I watch it with this girl that I used to mentor. This girl uh, from Denmark. She came through our ministry, and so anyway, she lives in Denmark, and I lived in Denmark for a while, and I was in a Danish ministry for quite some time, a lot of years, and anyway, so we still stay in touch. She's in her 30s now, and so we watch it together. Hey, you came in at the right time, Teresa. How are you? Let's see what I got here. I got that. That means I'm going to put this on. So I'm assuming you're watching is the new season already over? Or did they just sometimes they just drop a whole season at one time? How did that work? Did they just drop in the whole season? Oh my goodness, congratulations. Oh, wow, 6 grandbabies. How awesome. Is it a boy or a girl? That is so great. Well, I'm glad you stopped in to tell me. Did they name it yet? You know what's interesting is some people don't name their babies right away. We thought we were having a boy for on my second one, and she came out a girl. So it took me a little bit to come up with a girl name. Oh, it's a girl. You're 4th. Oh, how wonderful. Oh, she's adorbs. Super cute. All right. I think I might have to go find some more things oh no, I have this to hang on here. Do I? I have this thing, but it's not dry yet. So, and now it has a bubble. Head full of dark hair. You know what? My daughter was born like that with a head full of dark hair, but by the time I took her home, she lost it all. And then she became a towhead, little white blonde. It was interesting. So I'm trying to pop that bubble in there. So yeah, so I have that, but it's not dry yet, and I'm gonna put it on here. So I need to remember to make a room for that one. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yep. And it looked like she had darker eyes, but they were blue. But her father had blue eyes, so. I thought she was going to take after the French side of our family because my father's side was French, and so my dad had black hair and blue eyes. Oh, she did. Oh no, she had to go through both. Ah, well, I'll keep her and baby in my prayers. This looks like a seashell shell, like mother of pearl. It feels like it. Can't tell. Well, when you look at your child, all that goes away. So, and you're just happy that they're healthy and you survived. And let me tell you, childbirth is not an easy task. Well, paper trails for me. I think Teresa probably could use some prayers too. Are you helping out with the baby yet, or your other grandchildren, or is this their? Because you said they have. Did they have other children? Exactly. It's definitely called labor for a reason. Now, when I get to a 4-hole button, I do go through. I exit, so I go through all 4 holes. And now I wish I had put this one on the pink string because you can't really see the red. Well, I didn't need any jump rings or anything, so that worked out. Did you say they have other children? Okay, now I'm going to leave a space, I think, on this one. Or you know what you can do? You can take in the knot. Sometimes it's fun to put like a little bow. I do a faux bow because I'm going to tie it through there. So doing a faux bow. Well, look at that. Let me make it a little bit bigger, I think. And then I'll go in and trim it. Oh, this is their 4th. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Hey, for kidney stones, you know what really helps is to get some. Is he drinking dandelion tea? The dandelion leaf tea. It's really good for that. And even if you have animals that get kidney stones, it's good for kidney health. So they make a tincture, like an extract, at the health food store. But I just drink the tea. It's actually really nice flavored. So there's that. Just put a little bow. And then I'll come back in and put that little Snoopy thingy on here. $16 and 15-year-old boys and girls. Oh, so she's got built-in babysitters. That's good. No, I was kidding. Well, I'm going to put this last button on, I think, because, let me see, maybe on this one. So that was a long gap between children. Is it all, they're all by the same father? I double knot all the ends. I'm not going to knot this one because I'm going to come back and put the Snoopy bottle cap thing on there. So yes, of course. This is my journal. I'm going to be working in. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a great way to use up your little scraps too. Okay, 2 older ones have a different dad. Okay, now, did I do double knot? I double knotted that one, but I still like to come down a little bit farther and do just one more knot. And sometimes I'll go in and hit it with a little bit of glue, just because I use spray check to keep the ends from fraying. Thank you. So sweet. Alrighty. So that is the beginning of that. Then I want to do a fun little like bow at the top. So I've got some rickrack. Never underestimate the power of pom-pom fringe. Oh, gee. Thank you. Well, okay, so I was gonna make one of these for my shop, but the fabric that I had, I didn't have it tall enough so that everything would be upright. I only had enough. I only bought like enough to do it this way anyway. So I didn't put them in the shop because I didn't have, they wouldn't be going the right way. They go sideways, but I didn't care for myself. Okay, so I'm going to take some white, and I have some of this sequin craziness here. I love anything that has to do with Charlie Brown. Oh my goodness. I always called my sister Lucy because she was just like Lucy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get this. So this is going to be a lot longer than what I needed. I'm going to tie it on. Thinking, let me see. I don't really want to tie it this way, so maybe what I'll do is I'm going to do another faux bow at the top. because I want the bow to actually like face me, not go like this. All right, let's think about this. If I do that, oh, you know what I can do is, okay, hold on a second. I've got these pom-poms that I made. Have a look. Did anybody use the little, where did I find all the little ephemera? Hi, Leah. Nice to see you. Oh, gosh. I'm a big junker, so I find it, I just I have a junk drawer, but I went through my button drawers. I don't know where these came from. There was like 4 or 5 of them in a little bag. Who knows how long I've had those for. And then this is some jewelry I recently acquired at the Goodwill outlet. This I got years ago on the dollar spot, wine charms from Target. Not sure where this came from. I used to be a big planner girl, so it's probably from that era. This also came off of a piece of jewelry from the Goodwill bin. And then this I got from it's called the Peanuts Matching Game. I've thrifted that game, so I just drilled a hole in the top, punch a hole in the top. These came from Hobby Lobby, these little balls with the thingies in it. Oh, that is a matching game, the Peanuts Matching Game it was called. Yeah. So, anyway. And then, not sure where I got the fabric because I made this. I found it when I was unpacking, and I actually forgot that I had made it. It was sitting, and I made a pouch for it, and it was in the pouch. And when I didn't even remember I made it. And I guess I moved really fast or something, and so I just kind of tossed stuff in here. I kind of put it together and then didn't put it together. So anyway, I don't even know what is this thing. But at the beginning of the video, I did a little flip through. So there is a bunch of ephemera in here that I get to use. And then this came from, I think Studio Calico made these, had TN kits. There you go. That's what you do with them. Tie them on some string. I've got washi, a pink United States. This is I've got a set of these old store price things. I need to do a printable in my Ko-fi, whatever that place is called. I'll do a freebie in there of some printables. So more washi, some vintage wrapping paper. What does this say? Now what will I dream about? Donuts. On a library card. This is actually kind of fun because Donald Duck. Because I don't even remember what all is in here. The New Year's mystery. Tag. City Dairy Company. This would have been fun to put on my chom. Okay, your trees have peanut ornaments. Oh, you did? How cute is that? I found Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Lucy, Woodstock, and Linus cookie cutters from back in the day, those plastic ones, you know, the colored flat ones. And I have those on my wreath out in the my Christmas wreath on my front door. There, I put them on there. Oh my gosh, I've got, this book belongs to vintage wallpaper, kind of bird. for a winner. More washi tape. Oh, an old key. That's kind of heavy for a traveler's notebook. Oh yes, I copied this because I have the original, but I thought it was so funny because this is from school year 47 to 48. And I love that the teacher's name was Miss Partridge because I grew up with the Partridge Family and I love the Partridge Family. And so I thought that was hysterical. And then the other thing is I was reading through these. So it says an X is placed opposite the traits to which attention is called. But these are so funny. It says wastes time, careless work, poor preparation, doesn't try, inattentive, can do better, mischievous, promotion in danger, needs more study, annoys others. I love that one. Improving. So apparently this person, Faye Underhill, did not have a problem because she didn't get any of these check marks. So that's good. She was a good student. Pretty much. She got a C on her exam. But she got A's, mostly A's for her conduct in her classes, except I wonder what she had for sixth period because she got 2 B's. Anyway. I know, isn't that great? I love the annoys others. So I had to make a copy of that, and I didn't use the original in case I want to use it in something else. Sometimes I use the original stuff. Sometimes I make a copy for myself because I think that's a little chunky to have in here. I'm going to put that somewhere else. That was my key. Anyway. All right, let's get back to the charm. I don't even know. What is this thing? It's super long. Oh, it's a piece of wallpaper. What's that thing? I don't know. It's just a piece of pink paper. Oh yeah, this was a card that I copied because I liked the rose, and I think it did like 3 or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, okay, shove these somewhere. And I thought I made a bunch of these one year. They're fun. Crochet. I hope my senior year report card is never found. Well, you better burn it. You better burn it then. Right? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get back to this. I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to, let's see. I want to make it like, well, I'm glad you came, Jersey Gypsy. I'm glad you joined us. So I'm going to make it like that big, I think. And if I were scissors, where would it be? Because I'm definitely not on the table. Okay. Oh, I found a little heart button. What? I need to tie that on here. Where'd that come from? Must have fallen out of my tan pocket. I love when that happens. Okay, there was one that I didn't really have enough on. It was it this one right here? No, I'll find it in a minute. All right, I'm going to put that there. And then, you know what? I've got some red and white. I saw it earlier. Hold 1 second. I had a piece of red and white trim. Well, I'm glad you joined me tonight because, you know, sometimes when you are in here, nobody shows up and then you're just by yourself. But, you know, you just do it for your replay viewers. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is tie this part. I don't know. Now I'm thinking I might want to glue it. Well, maybe I'll tie it to it and then I'll glue it into place with the glue gun. So I'm going to tie this thing. Alrighty. And then I'm going to tie it onto here. I just don't want it slipping around. So I think I'm going to definitely glue it. Oop. Glue it to it. And probably what I should do is I'm going to cut those. Those are way too long for me. I don't like all that. Let me get my glue gun out. I could use Fabri-Tac, but I don't want to wait for it to dry. I'm a little impatient. Ooh, I'm at an hour already. Goodness gracious, that went fast. You guys made my time go fast. Aw, thanks, Teresa. I'm glad you joined it. I'm glad you joined me. Oh, did she keep it like to herself? She didn't tell, did she not tell people that she was having I'm drinking hot cocoa. If you haven't had Trader Joe's hot cocoa and you have a Trader Joe's nearby, it's actually very good. And it doesn't have corn. There's no corn syrup or corn byproducts or anything like that. I'm allergic. That's why I say that. So if you have an allergy to corn. Where in the country is everyone? If you want to put it in there, you just put the state. I know that Jersey Gypsy. Are you from Jersey? No. I think you said you were from Texas, didn't you? Let me go back. And she said she was new to junk journaling. Yes, Jersey Gypsy was in Texas. Okay. Washington. Teresa, how did I not know you were in Washington? Oh, yes. I love their peppermint marshmallows. I got them for the first time. They never even made it into my hot cocoa. I just ate the marshmallows. Their marshmallows are made with tapioca syrup, so I can have them. They're not made with Ohio. Gotcha. Did you get dumped on in with snow in Ohio? What about Washington? Mm-hmm. Well, I made the mistake. Oh, is that why you buy them too? Yes, and no gelatin, exactly. I'm not allergic to the gelatin, but I'm allergic to corn. Oh, okay, you're Amy. I need to make myself a list. So that I can have a little memory of tonight. I found this really weird pencil. It like has four different colors on it. It's from Millersburg, Ashland, the Wayne Savings and Loan Company, Worcester. Anyway, I found it at a estate sale, and it was in a pile of pens and pencils. Is this hot yet? I think it is. And I gotta find my heating pad, my craft pad for that thing. And so anyway, I got it because it was fun. Oh, you feel like you're having a heat wave? Oh, sunny and 45. Wow. Okay, so just in case you guys come back in, then I'll just know where you're from so I don't have to keep asking you. Then you'd be like, what? Museum area. I don't even know where Worcester's is. Do you know where that is? Worcester. It's a cool pencil. It writes like rainbowy while you're writing. Okay, Teresa is in Washington State. Okay, so Leah, you're in Texas also. Cool. I have no idea where Pearland is, but that's a neat name. Okay. And you're in Ohio. Sammamish. Is that how you say that? Sammamish? Sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh, yes. And it's organic. That's true. I missed that comment. I'm going back. Sorry. I'm scrolling, so I haven't seen the new comments yet. Okay, let's see. Because I know I saw you put your name in here. Teresa Dayton. The problem, oh, you're Amy. Okay, got it. So the problem with the regular Trader Joe's marshmallows, and I don't know if you guys have ever had those, once you open it, then they get stuck all together. So once you open that bag, at least here, I guess, because maybe we have a lot of humidity. Oh, slush and ice. Pearland. Yum. Oh, Pearland, that's the name of it. I was calling it Pearland. Okay, I thought it had pear, like it was like the land of pears. I'm sorry. It must be getting late. I don't have a clock in here. Sammamish. Sammamish. Are you by the ocean or are you more inland by the mountains? I only have been to Seattle. Oh, you called it that too? That's funny. I've only been to Seattle. I took an Alaskan cruise out of Seattle back in 2010. But I've always wanted to like really go around Washington State because I've seen a lot of pictures and it's beautiful. But I spent 3 or 4 days in Seattle. It was wonderful. What? How did I not know you weren't 15 minutes straight east of Seattle? Maybe I did. I must not have known you then. I would have called you or contacted you to meet up. Pearland. Oh, Worcester, Ohio. Okay. I don't know. Redmond and Kirkland. And my husband is from Bellevue. Huh. That's fun. Oh no, now you're having issues? Oh wait, no, that was earlier. Okay, never mind. I scrolled back, but I didn't scroll back down. Okay. Oh my goodness. Alrighty, let's get this glued on. Cause apparently I need to go I need to go get some sleep. Oh goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this and I'm just gonna put a dab of hot glue just to make sure I kind of secure it. You know what I need? I need some of those, what is that thing called? They make it silicone finger when you do with glue arts. You can then just, work with it with silicone little finger tip. Kind of like a sewing thimble for your fingers, but so that when you use hot glue you don't burn yourself. But this is low temp glue, so it's not going to be too bad. Okay. Uh-oh. I didn't tie that very tight. So what I think I'm going to do is shove some glue under the ribbon just so that all stays in there together and they don't come out. I have a friend that says, you have Teflon hands. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is super cute if I don't say so myself. Now, I need to put it on the top. I can use it on my big journal too. I haven't started making my big journal yet. Silicone spatula. Yes, I got one of those also. I got it for, I think, just to use regular glue, but I find myself never pulling it out. So I found myself not using it. I don't mind having glue on my fingers. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Okay. Seriously, people. Super cute. I think this one, I'm going to tie that little heart on there. I need to unplug this or it will end up in my lap and that would hurt. Oh, you got to use your, with texture paste. Thank you. You need to make one. Welcome to the world of junk journaling. Plus, you can just move it from journal to journal. It's not permanent. Okay, so now I think this was the one I was going to put that Snoopy charm on. But you know what? I may make this one a little paper clip. I need to wait for that to dry because I got a lot going on this. I got a lot going on this charm. Okay. Did I just tie that on upside down? I sure did. I tied on that heart upside down. Thank you. That's what happens when you're not that organized and you just take all your fibers when you're done and you're tired and you clean your desk off and throw it in a bin. That's how I came up with that. I did use glossy accents. So I used glossy accents on this. It's not quite dry yet because it came with these little glass things, but I put that on there. I felt like it was kind of heavy. So I think you can buy the resin dots for these things. But that one was glass and it's heavy. Okay, where'd that little part go? I need to make sure I put it on the other way. How is it going that way? I need to turn it this way. Oh, thank you. Okay. I have some of that two-step epoxy I probably could have used, I forgot who makes that company that makes it. It comes in a syringe. I could have used that, but then I'd have to wait till tomorrow. And I'm impatient. I'm impatient. Okay, so I'm going to just trim these just to get them out of my way. Whoops. I know it seems like a waste. And you don't have to throw it out because these are actually long enough to do something with. So I'm just going to put them in my scrap pile. But that's going to make me happy. That should be fun. I like that this one said beauty and always, because sometimes when you get these word thingies, they don't always go together. So that's kind of nice and the interesting thing is, and I just realized this, that it says beauty on it, and my word for the year is beautiful. So there you go. So go hit your junk drawer. Pull out some stuff, pull out some string. I said in the beginning I really like this string. It's from Michael's. You can get like either they come like this or they come in sets of them. It's really nice. It has some kind of coating on it, but I don't think that I don't consider it wax thread. So, but it's really, it doesn't fray a whole lot on the end, which is nice while you're stringing it through. And I think it's a good weight. I've used embroidery floss before, but embroidery floss comes apart, because it's in 6 strands. So, but this stuff is really inexpensive, and they come in kits with different colors, and it's pretty inexpensive. Or you can just buy just like one color. It's over by the kids jewelry making section. If you have a Michaels near you, I don't know if you can buy. Can you buy online from Michaels? I know you can from Joanne. Unfortunate or unfortunate, I've got all 3 here: Michaels, Joann's, and Hobby Lobby. It is found in the children's jewelry making section, the kids jewelry making section. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where I got these beads. These are really inexpensive. I think they feel like kind of rubbery. These are plastic. And like I said, that was somebody's jewelry at one time. So I kind of want to put these on. Is that overkill? Are the pom-poms kind of overkill? Let me see. Oh, you can do a quick pickup. So you can buy online from there? Because should I just put them? Is that might be a little much. You know what I might do with these is just tie them on my bag. I'll just tie them on the bag. that goes. Oh, I have one of those pom-pom makers. Oh my goodness. So it's a long story, but I had to live in a hotel for a while my house was being rebuilt after the tornado hit it. Well, and so I bought myself a lot of yarn crafts. Pom poms was one of them. Pom pom maker. And what else did I get? The crochet hooks. Yeah. So I made like scarves and little pumpkins and oh my goodness. Because it was just oh thank you. It was just something that was, small and easy. When you're sitting in a hotel room, you could go out to the I could go out to the lobby and sit and crochet and people watch. So it worked out. It was good. Good for me anyway to have a craft since all my crafting stuff was packed up for so long. I'm gonna throw that in there. And I'm gonna do a quick cleanup. And I'm going to stick all this stuff. So now I might put this on here. My journal is all ready for February. Now I just have to remember to use it. I don't think it's going out of business. I think they're filing like chapter, what is it? Is it chapter 11 where they redo their organization? I think they're just kind of reworking their organization. I don't think they're actually like going out of business. Chapter 11, is that what it's called? Mm. I've been buying a lot more fabric from there's a fabric store up in Memphis. I live outside of Memphis, and there's a huge quilting store. So I like to kind of shop local, and then oh, okay, did not know that. Oh, they're trying to get someone to buy it. And call Elon Musk. He buys everything. So anybody got him on their speed dial? Ah. Oh, I hope so. Okay. Um, so there Whimsadoodle down in St. Petersburg in Florida. Jill, she is a lovely woman. She used to have a huge scrapbook store. Oh my gosh, it was fabulous. And they ended up just keeping the fabric side of it. So she had like two stores, but it was all in one. One was like all for quilters and classes, sewing classes and stuff like that. She kept that and closed down the scrapbook side of it. So if you go online and go to Whimsadoodle, she has a wonderful selection. She carries all the Tim Holtz fabrics and like all the latest stuff. And she ships, and her prices are very competitive. So I buy from her if I can find if she has what I want. If not, then I'll go up to the local quilt shop. So you could always find out if there's a quilt shop in your area if your Joann's does close down. I love doing business with mom and pop shops over the big box stores personally. Um, I like supporting my local, especially now after what happened in 2020, and they were struggling and they had a hard time staying open, and a lot of them closed. So I tried to do a lot of more local. Paris, that's one place I want to get to. Have you guys ever gone? Has anybody in here gone to the Paris flea market? I've always wanted to go to I've been to Italy several times, but I've not been to. Yeah, you did make it there? What? I'm so jealous. Tell me what you bought. What'd you buy? And did you go with an empty suitcase? When I went to Italy the second time, I got smarter. The first time I went, I had to run down to the flea market and buy a $15 suitcase to bring all of my finds back with me. Okay, been to Canada and Mexico. There's parts of Canada that are just lovely. Oh, we went to, speaking of Canada, we went to British Columbia. My sister and I did. That was gorgeous. And I've been to Mexico several times. You bought a trunk full of stuff? Oh my goodness. I wouldn't feel bad. You felt horrible because it was filled with photos and tons of travel brochures, all carefully wrapped and curated. So, did they look inside of it when you came home? Or did you buy the trunk already had the stuff in it? Did the trunk already have a bunch of stuff in it? Wow, that must have been awesome. Or did you put it in the trunk and bring it home? So anyway, my $15 pink suitcase, because that was the only color they had in a large suitcase. I ended up running back to the hotel, repacking so I could get it all in the suitcase, plus the suitcase that I was bringing home. And then I ended up, it barely made it to my front door. By the time I had to fly into New York, when I got to New York, the handle broke, the extending handle. So I had to use the little other handle, and it had 4 wheels on it. It had the 4 wheels. Then when I got to the New York hotel, one of the wheels busted off. So then I had to carry it or try to wheel it on 3 wheels. Then, and I found I could do it if I tilted it. So that made it. So then when I flew from New York, because we spent a couple of days in New York, then when I flew home from New York, when I got it off of the thing in Florida, I was down to 2 wheels, and one of the zippers broke on it. So I had to take some lace from Italy that I had in there and tie the zipper shut. It really was on its last legs. Then when I got to the house, the Uber driver pulled it up out of the trunk and set it down on the ground, and the last of the wheels went. So I had to carry it to the front door. Oh my goodness. You were told to bring bags when you went to the flea market. It was so crazy, but it made it all the way home. Barely, but it made it all the way home. And this is the funniest part. So, because it still was workable, I ended up, so anyway, I had a free pile at a yard sale. I had a yard sale a couple months later. So I just stuck it in the free part, the free section out in the, like at the end of the driveway. And this little girl came up and she's like, "How much do you want for the suitcase?" I'm like, "It's free." She's like, "Free?" Like, she was just like 5 or 6. She loved pink. She's like, "This is free? I can just take it?" And I'm like, "If your mother wants you to have it." So she took it. And then they said they were going to use it for her dress up clothes, just leave it open and then stick it in the closet. So anyway, it's pretty funny because I told her, I said, it doesn't have any wheels. And I said, you have to use a zip tie or something for to hold the zipper shut. The zipper worked. It just didn't stay shut. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've done that before. Sure have. So, so the next time I went to Italy, so now my thing is what I do is I pack what I need in a carry-on suitcase. So everything that I'm going to take, so I have a tote, I have a like enough to spend like 2 nights wherever I'm going because I've had a lot of luggage lost along the way in my years. And so I have what I need in like some kind of bag that I can carry onto the plane. Then my carry-on suitcase, I pack everything I need for my trip in that and put that inside a large suitcase and I check it on. So that way on the way back, because I have a lot of points and stuff and for flying and traveling. So I get a free suitcase, check on suitcase. So then on the way back, what I do is I put everything in the big suitcase that I bought, and then I pull out the little the carry-on rolly bag and carry that on the flight. So that's how I travel. But worst case scenario, you can always hit the flea market and grab yourself a $15 suitcase. They will make it home, barely, but they'll make it home. Anyway, I've enjoyed you guys. I'm going to be back. I've got 2 more projects that I want to work on. And why does it look like it's so dark? Does it look dark in here to you? I think it's because I have white on here or the shine. Like there. Yeah, my camera keeps flashing out. Doesn't like the white. Is that how you do it too? Yeah, exactly. And then I have like I have a core, oh, it doesn't look dark. It looked dark on my computer, but my screen, I may have it dimmed. Um, so I make sure I have a core clothing and I wear a lot of layers on the plane so it doesn't take up space in your suitcase. Just saying. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is funny. So my friend and I, I went to New Zealand. She came and met me in Australia, and then we flew over to New Zealand because she wanted to see New Zealand. I had been there several times. I love New Zealand, but we went and we went to an alpaca farm and we bought blankets at this alpaca farm. Okay, so from there we went to Fiji and then we went back to Australia, did Sydney, and then we flew home. So we could not get our alpaca blanket in our suitcase. Our suitcases were packed. I had been living there, so she actually flew over to help me get some of my suitcases home. And plus, I shipped 2 boxes. It was all, oh gosh, I did a lot of thrifting while I was there. But anyway, so I just threw my alpaca blanket on and I wore it like a shawl. I just like threw and it's like it was the summer. It was so hot. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna make it look like so I put a pin, like a brooch, on it and flung it over top of my outfit. So that's how we got it on. Ah, it actually wasn't too bad, shockingly, but because it was from there, you know. But it was beautiful. I have it on my sofa, and it was a good story. She's like, "You're crazy." I said, "Just do it." I said, "They won't say anything." I said, "If you carry it on, it's going to be a carry on." Well, congratulations, Teresa. I'm so glad you joined us, and I will be praying for your daughter and the new baby girl and the whole family, and that they adjust and health and healing to your daughter, and rest for everyone. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to hop off too. I see I have been on here for an hour and a half, and I want to do 2 more videos. So I'm going to come back. I got 2 more projects in the works, and I will come back with those. Well, actually, I have 3 lives I'll be probably doing this week. I know they are super strict with carry on. I had an umbrella, and she's like, just a little compact umbrella. Vera Bradley makes really small compact umbrellas. If you ever need one to travel with, it's a really good one. And I had this little umbrella, and I couldn't for the life of me get it in my suitcase. It just would, I couldn't get, and I didn't want to throw it out because it's nice size. And so she's like, you have to have that in your suitcase. You can't carry that on. I was like, okay, whatever. So I pulled over to the side, and I forgot that the suitcase that I had this long opening on the side of the suitcase, on the outside of the suitcase. And so I shoved it in there, and I got the thing closed, and I got to go on. But I was like, it's just a little, like I didn't have a water bottle, so it's the same size as a water bottle. But anyway, so traveling. Alrighty, I'm hopping off. It was nice to meet everybody. It was really nice chatting with you, Amy. And I'm going to find your channel, and I'm going to follow you. So everybody follow Amy at Paper Trails for me. And I will see you guys later. And Leah, thanks for joining me. If you're still in here, and everyone who's just kind of lurking, sometimes I lurk. Also, Jersey Gypsy, I'm so glad you joined me. It was nice meeting you and chatting with you. And I will see you guys maybe tomorrow night or the night after. We'll see. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.